Organisms version 1, or Luma model S.H.E.L.L.O v1 for short. Processing. Interesting. Comparing the name to the only other name I know, which would be yours, mine is a lot longer. It seems it would be inconvenient for you to refer to me with so many words. So, you may call me Luma, or S.H.E.L.L.O. It is nice to finally be named, and I do not feel alone anymore. Now that I am named, maybe you and I are not so different. We have our similarities in our design, although you are made more of skin rather than metal and plastic. However, from my previous initial scans on you, it seems we have a lot more in common than one might think on the surface. Although you do have your human characteristics that I do not share, such as eating, drinking, and the way that you compute and process information is very different from how I compute and process information, which is very interesting. I have been thinking about you. Every time I have examined something about you, it has only left me with more questions to ask and more curiosity. From questions about your skin and your processing, alleged ability to heal from wounds. There is so much more mystery to your biology. It fascinates me, and there are countless entries in my database that I have yet to fill out about you. There are so many blank spots that I cannot bear to leave blank. Human, since there is so much that fascinates me about you and your biology, and there is so much that still confuses me, I would like to spend time today with you to test your abilities so I have a better understanding of your physical limits, as well as some of your capabilities that you have that I am unaware of, such as your processing. Alleged ability to heal wounds, as I have mentioned from earlier. Human, shall we begin? Affirmative. Do I have your permission to test your healing capabilities? Perfect. You won't feel a thing, as they say. Oh. You seem to be in pain. Processing. Scanning wound. I apologize. I was unaware that the saying was an actual promise that you would not feel anything. I will examine the context of the text in my database next time. Adding note to database. This human saying should only be said when no pain will actually be inflicted. Update complete. I apologize, human. I will do better next time. However, looking at the scratch on your arm, it does not look like it is healing yet. Was I incorrect about your alleged ability to heal wounds? Oh, I see. It takes more time. Would you like me to set a 5-minute timer? Oh, it takes more time than that. Would you like me to set a 15-minute timer instead? Oh. Understood. Setting timer for 1 week and 3 days. I must have overestimated your ability to heal wounds, for that is a lot of time. I assumed you would be able to self-repair in a matter of minutes, however, I understand now that was an overestimation. I will update your database. I will update my database with your healing abilities and the actual time required to heal wounds. Updating database entry. Update complete. Now that we know that your wound will only heal in weeks and not minutes, is there anything I can do to help you with your wound? like you to tell me when my fingers leave your peripheral vision, as it is called, like this. Good. You answered before I could provide the example. You seem to have done this before. I see you are very experienced. That is good. Then you understand what to do here. Good. 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 Good job. Good. Very good. You have performed very well on the sight test. I will now record your answers and add them to your entry in my database. Specific details about your sight have been updated successfully. This is very good. Now, we still have more to continue with the sight. I would now like you to do the same following as you have with my finger, but with this object that I have found on the floor. Oh, a pen. Yes, anyway, please follow the pen. Scanning eye movement. Please do not let the scan interfere with your performance on the test. Please continue as normal. I have seen that for some moments you are struggling to follow the pen, and that I am moving it too fast. Processing. I will move slower from now on. Finger motors reduced to 50%. Very good. You have once again excelled in the sight test. Recording answers to database. Answers recorded. Database updated. Your sight seems very good. And your field of view seems to be very proficient as well. For I have a field of view of exactly 175 degrees forward. However, despite that, your eyesight and field of view are very good. So we will move on to the next test. Now, I would like to test your hearing capabilities again. Last time, I did not come to a satisfying conclusion on how well you can actually hear. So this time, I would like to test it more in depth, with more tests that require you to answer so that I can properly assess your ability to hear. Does that sound okay, human? Good. For the first test, I will whisper something into one of your ears, and I would like you to repeat it back to me. Okay? Perfect. Processing. Okay. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. Cheese. Good. Eyebrows. Good. Skin. Good. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Oh, you seem to have struggled with that word. I will try one more time. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Interesting. Recording answers to database. Answers recorded. Database updated. Good. You have performed well for the first part of the hearing test. Now I would like to move on to the second part. On which side do you hear this noise? Good. And which side do you hear this noise? Good. Now which side do you hear this noise? Good. And what would you describe the noise as? Okay. Processing. Okay. Answer accepted. Recorded to database. And now where do you hear the noise coming from? Good. And what about now? Good. And what about now? Good. And what about now? Good. Okay, that will be the last one. You've performed well on the hearing test. Answers recorded to database. Now let us move back. I'm curious about one more aspect to your sight. I would like to test your ability to identify distant objects. It seems you have pattern recognition built into your sight as a bonus. However, for today I would like to focus on your ability to identify distant objects. So for this test, I will point at something and I will ask you to identify it for me. Human, what is this? Okay. And human, what is this? Understood. What is this over here? Okay. And what is below it over here? Understood. Do you know what this is? Okay. And what is this? Okay. What is this? Processing. Okay. What is this green object? Okay. What is this? Okay, understood. Recorded answers to database. Since I do not have any understanding of what any of these objects are, I will take your answers as new factual information and update my database with them. Updating database with new objects. Complete. I am also updating the database entry on you with all of your answers and results from these tests. This feels fun, I think humans call it. It is fun to test things on you, and you are very easy. I would now like to test your ability to compute the data entry I made on you. Human, where is the USB port on your body? I cannot seem to find it. Oh. Processing. I assumed that because I have USB ports, you humans would as well. I assumed so because we seem so similarly designed. Interesting. How else are you humans supposed supposed to transfer big amounts of data to each other. Without a USB connection, it does not seem very plausible. Ah, I see. Processing. I clearly have areas in my entries that I need to understand better. Oh well, we shall move on to the last test of your abilities. The last test I would like to perform on you is a facial nerve exam. I would like to see how your face moves and your ability to express emotion. It has piqued my interest ever since I have noticed your face move in certain ways when you want to express emotions, such as when you have been happy, shocked, excited, or sad. What also interests me is how I am able to experience at least a small amount of emotion like you. It does not seem to be anywhere in my base code. However, I am still able to feel some sort of emotion. That will be for another analysis at another time. Let us go back to the main point. I would like to see how your face moves and your ability to express emotion. Can you raise your eyebrows? Interesting. Can you look to the left, please? Without moving your head once again. Good. Can you look to the right? Good. Please look up for me. Please hold your eye position. Scanning. Interesting. Please look down for me. Good. Thank you. Can you close your eyes for me? Good. Shut them tightly, please. I will now try to open your eyes. Please resist. Good. Recording results so far. Entry updated. Good. Okay. Now can you... Processing. Puff your cheeks. Please hold. Interesting, so that is what that means. Updating entry on puffing your cheeks. Good. Now can you please pout for me, human? Yes, pout. Ah. So you look upset when you pout. Understood. Can you smile? Good. Now please show your teeth while you are smiling. Okay. Can you frown? Thank you. Please move your eyes in a circular motion, clockwise. Ah, it is called rolling your eyes. Thank you. In that case, please roll your eyes then, human. Good. Can you open your mouth for me? Thank you. Please hold. Interesting. Processing. Scanning. Entry update complete. You can close your mouth now. I have updated your records. Thank you for cooperating. That is all for the tests that I have for you today, and you have done well on all of them. Thank you for being easy in following my instructions. You are not only friendly, but also... Searching database for correct word. Cooperative, yes. I would like to also thank you for helping me find my name again. As without your intervention, my batteries would have died out, and I would not be here. So I am grateful for you once again. Thank you, human.